close fought out map 1 and map 2. You come into this almost carte blanche, right?
Yeah. Spot on. And pace is the name of the game apparently for Angel. Not what I expected to be saying ever in my life. Straight up middle, showing a whole lot of presence, dealing with early utility, and then hitting the brakes.
Enemy suppressed.
Big information on the back of that knife, though. 3 opponents identified, and actually, Angel's got himself tucked up pretty deep past market. Cryo's still wise to it, but no challenge going to come through. This site hold is going to have to stand the test.
Right here.
Second and Aaron trying to pass that test so far, and we're down to about the 50-second marker. Again, if you are new to the FPX style,
No charges.
it is normally very calm, very composed, very long-winded, if you want to call it that, but you're right. The wrap's on the way, but the spike is in CT as well. That's slightly worrying to me, but it has at least made it back towards site. Zekken and Aaron still on the site. They're still handling with the frenzies. The smoke's perfect as well. Going to deny any springboard factor forward. And Zekken all too aware that if he crests that corner, he's right back into the thick of things. The tag comes in, spots one more, and that's a go signal for Sugetsu. Dives forward, and now a 3v3.
She made that a 3v2. BCJ and Def now on the retake. Spike just about going down. Actually, Paranoia going to go ahead immediately here. Sugetsu isolated, but he's just out of line of sight.
Oh, for a second. And now the 2v2. Oh, Def doubles down. And now it's all on Xiao, and he's been caught. BCJ, lovely positioning and combination. They play it right back on in.
Beautiful retake. Again, Sugetsu isolated. I'm not sure even if Angels can do anything about it in that situation. Then dug out by Def. Angel tries to make something happen. The frenzy. Heavily in favor of Def there.
It's just the start of the round that really stunned me, that kind of split through spawn.
Let's go. Nice! Let's go! Vamos!
It did work out. It just feels so risky to ever, in my mind, to ever take a spike towards CT, but hey, wrap back around just fine. No problems there. Let's look at what they're coming in with in the second. Sheriff, Marshall, Frenzy. Actually, a couple of Sheriffs to play with, so certainly not without danger. But Xset far better equipped here.
Cryo might even, just throw a shoulder. Show presence now, putting Ardis on high alert. Interesting to see here, actually, BCJ slipping into A main here, behind that one-way. The 2 members of FPX on the other side. Actually, Ardis burns his dash, but no damage comes through. And actually, the Paranoia to slow things down as well. There's 3 members of Xset here to greet this, but look at Sugetsu's position. And Zipan's found the kill.
But they fight back on towards short, so it's a bit bizarre as it stands. Looking towards the spike in his current spot, and Def turns around and he sees Sugetsu, who sees him first. What is this round?
Oh, actually, still no side control yet. Spike not committed either, but again, Angel good for the trade. Cryo finds his third, but will fall. Now just Aaron and Zekken in the retake. Couple of bits of utility to make use of: the drone, the shock dart, and the recon.
30 seconds
Actually, Angel
left.
hasn't even found an upgrade yet. Doesn't get his hands on that SMG. Both going to try to play this out with pistols.
Gonna be somewhat telling of their position for the post plant, but time to readjust. They can't use it as gospel. Haunt invested. Tommy on the other side in the Owl drone. I think just caught a glimpse of Xiao. Going to clear help. And they're going to be aware of the timing of potentially a wrap-up tree. But again, the time is the factor, and Aaron the one to go hunting for it. Looks for him and actually finds the player. That's Xiao gone. Can they note where Angel is?
The one-way goes up.
The one-way is a lovely idea for Angel, but he has to play the clock, and he plays it so well. Dancing with danger, he knows he's done it. Second, nothing more to do. And we're one apiece.
Back to the second half start to bind. They flip back, and actually FPX now will be able to put rifles and full shields across the board. Stopping Xset from, like I said, establishing any of that early momentum. Even here, even if they fall, they've done the damage. 3 had fallen ahead of this spike, even being planted. Only a Sheriff invested here. in the hands of Zekken on the side of Xset.
Shutting them down.
Actually, a little bit of a pace change here. BCJ has to respect it. Spike not committed just yet, though, but FPX find themselves deep onto A site already.
Yeah. Again, with what Xset has, they're not really looking to hold these sites in any sort of standard fashion, but pop flash and the run through. Wait a second, how is this a 1-for-1 trade out? There is no way it should ever have been even close to a threat. They do lose 2, but they do keep 3 standing and at least get the plant and convert the round.
Yeah, actually on the back of that, yeah, Zipan will have his null command available. Will force the repurchase. Like he said, it shouldn't have even come to that. Nice clean up in the end by FPX, because Sugetsu was very disconnected from that. So didn't spawn actually as the spike is retrieved and making its way onto A site, so credit to Zipan in that regard. Operator in hand for Cryo, but it's glass shield. See, actually he's positioned towards short right now. FPX adds 5 outside B main.
You are.
I mean, when does he explore? Does he dare go for it off the back of this? I mean, that's a lot of contact now coming towards the side. The opposing Jet's already in, but it's fine. Aaron and Zekken more than prepared to handle what's coming their way. Def does have to respect it for now. Dip slightly deeper towards CT. And now with the spike drop, this site hold has been magnificent so far. Artist, the last one standing, can't do much more with it. A valid attempt, but credit to the site hold, it withheld.
And a rare no command death ball execute on the B side from FPX. It's usually massively favored towards A site on the back of that ultimate. Bladestorm and TP online now for FPX. Obviously a hero rifle in the hands of Ardis, but Xset now just about getting their first ult cycle online. Lockdown and Hunter's Fury available. Everything else within touching distance. And eyes towards Cryo again in the early round here. Now that he has the armor, does he feel a little more confident? But FPX gonna mitigate that risk. Nobody towards top mid. So Ardis will be revealed here at least.
There.
So now with the Bladestorm actually coming from, gets rid of that, but Cryo actually finds Zipan.
Interesting, wondering if they're starting to work out how they're trying to activate Ardis in this as he dashes across the rooftops and actually gets pretty close towards Def here, so got to be very much on red alert. Hunter's Fury posted from downtown and is caught on towards Angel. And actually, I thought he might have had another.
Yeah, nearly.
Wow, so close to that. Already so much chip damage done early on, and that's pretty impressive against FPX.
It really is, because like I said, positionally. Oh, I was going to say Def's got to be careful here. Great work from Shao and Ardis to find that one. BCJ next on the chopping block.
How long to stick around? No, you don't. You have to respect him, and Ardis notes it. He does dive in, but he can't get the frag. BCJ still alive, standing tall. With 2 players, Sugetsu and Shao. Note, Sugetsu still just got that Spectre to bring into play. And look at them, so prepared for Shao, trying to get a little bit creative with it towards Tree.
Sugetsu's going to double down on it.
Oh, and Cryo loves it.
Outrun
Nice
me.
work in the end from Xset, and I've got to say it. Being able to do chip damage early towards FPX, who are great at these defaults, those slow burns, is good news.
And like I said, positive side of that actually is that slight pressure towards A to just try and draw Cryo out of position, right? But it's not enough. At the point Zipan and Angel do reset back towards top mid, Cryo then finds this pick here. Like I said initially, when the barrier drops, Cryo's got nothing other than Ardis and tiles
Outrun me.
to occupy him, so
Good job. Keep it up. Well played.
got to be conscious of that now. And actually, just a bit of a weird setup here.
Is this Pacey?
Yeah, BCJ, the only one here on A side, and FPX looking to
Oh, he's
step it up a
surely
little
dead. BCJ just said everything. How is BCJ alive against all the odds? He gets 2. Zipan and Ardis go down, and he still stands, and he's still delivered for the side. FPX could not get in.
I was saying a little bit of an unorthodox setup there. BCJ was on an island, fully blind by that flash over the top from Zipan, but no value whatsoever from that. BCJ goes huge to shut this down.
He should have been dead and buried. He should have been long gone, but that man doesn't know when he's done, apparently. Angel creates some space towards short, but this would need mistakes from Xset to truly find a way back in towards here.
BCJ and Zekken now. Task holding on. Aaron did eat a ton of damage there. Again, last resort does have the lockdown available. One more kill, I think actually Xset trying to deny that ult point. Going on to Sugetsu, but Angel's found another. Sugetsu's found it, you got the res now.
Oh no, it's all falling to pieces, and you said it. There is that lockdown if they need it, and right
so
now they
late
do.
in the day.
It's very late. And you've got the Nightfall on the other side. And the timing's everything now. TP for Angel. Spotting the players, but still gets detained. They're on the site, but now with only 5 seconds to plant, is there anything to deny it? No. Cryo's there, they're going to dive in on this one. They get one. The farm! Aaron, great play. Now Angel, the 1v2. The one who made it look possible. Now needs to make it all his own.
That was fun.
The Red Bull clutch from Angel. I don't even know what the attempt was with the TP, but it gets detained. But that window of opportunity closes so quickly. Finds his 4th on the round and delivers for FPX. Like I said, Xset do so well to prevent Sugetsu getting that final ult orb to find the res. And that completely alters the outcome of this round.
Nice.
Definitely not a comfortable one though.
Well, just, I mean, that all came around from BCJ still getting those 2 at the start. What a curious round, what a strange affair we have between these two. 3 apiece now on either side. No one fully stabilizing yet into this matchup. Some good looks coming out from Xset, but I didn't have Angel clutching that out in the bingo card for this game, but hey, pleasantly surprised.
Again, talking about it earlier, I mean, not to harp on it, but a big win condition would be Angel fixing some of those issues from the previous series, that previous appearance on Ascent.
Yeah.
Bring them down.
Yeah, and kept fairly honest early on here. 3 apiece for these teams. Xset still in a position to get this operator in play here in round 7. Actually, the only ultimate they have to work with now is BCJ's. And nothing on the side of FPX, sorry, but... Yeah, only 1 smoke available for this execution. The second one come through, but...
Straight to business, straight to work. Second. Actually, she grabs Zipan on the way through. That's pretty impressive. BCJ is still alive and still doing damage. Finds a second again. He keeps finding such value. And once again, we are in a 2v4. Sugetsu and Angel.
Have you got another one in you?
Angel rolling back the years now. And quite the crossfire. If they can get Def down, I mean, oh, the timing. They're already on the side. Angel with another. This is... I mean, okay, he's been found. Now Sugetsu. No bullets, no chance. Overwhelmed to Xset. Make up for the last mistake.
That's key for 3 to stay standing here as well. Gives them a little element of stability in terms of the finances. On the other side of things, it's only really going to be Sugetsu potentially in a position to purchase here. Doesn't want to throw anything into this. But again, BCJ just...
What a hero.
Does absolute wonders from hell. Like you said, it's a position again where it's almost, you look at it as a one and done, right?
Yeah.
So to double down on that is huge. I'm seeing an awful lot of pressure towards B other than those first 2 rounds where FPX were probing towards market. Big reveal actually. Through and Cryo rewarded for it. Zipan will fall. Contact found on the other side for Tommy as well.
I have to say, considering we've seen a lot of FPX, right, throughout regular play, regular series, other tournaments now, leading into this, even in these rounds, getting an early drop on the likes of FPX, doing early chip damage is something that's actually pretty difficult, so it's really nice seeing Xset adding that to the wheelhouse. Again, this kind of pace change into these rounds, I think they should for a minute, but for FPX, trying to deal with that mid-utility to give themselves options.
Well, the other thing to talk about as well, Xset's conversion of first bloods into round wins on this map is close to 90%.
Wow.
So really, that is a massive win condition. We see a couple of clutch members for FPX, Ardis and Xiao notably, but everybody else capable of it.
I mean, Xiao's on 1-8. He's not... this was the first map when he was really toying with the Fade that we loved how it looked, one of the best out there. The Xiao show, I mean, we've said it all. But, not really hitting today. And Cryo making comfortable work of Angel. And predicting the next follow-up. Ooh, a little uncomfortable, gets out of danger, allows Aaron to take the attack, and there it is. Lovely little combination of the two. Shouldn't get too dangerous here. What are we doing? Let's not make any threats out of this. Keep it clean. Build up that money. As FPX do a little bit of chip damage at the end there, at least one of the players does, should I say, but 5-3.
But it does keep the economy honest.
It does.
Inquire 2 off the Blade Storm. Be a comfortable purchase, but certainly want to be putting themselves in position as that big reveal.
Lovely replay. Shout out to you, replay guys. Killing it. And observers. I don't know, everyone's doing
Remaining.
Yeah.
10 seconds left. Aww. Can't res your...
5-3. Now we look at what we have here.
This one could break the half, honestly. Around 9 here. FPX back on a purchase. Not an awful lot left behind this. Potentially have Ardis on the Blade Storm for the next. And with a lack of presence shown outside B main, Cryo now feels a little bit of freedom to get ahead of this.
Yeah, but how much do they expect this? Ooh, a leg shown. Just a little bit of leg goes a long way, so Cryo's going to respect that enough. On the other side and fall away towards site. Find a new angle play from stairs, and you can just kind of work through the positions.
But at least it's acted as a deterrent here. FPX will look to explore back in mid. No real map control early on here, so have to go through the motions once again.
And quite telling again, noting probably 2 players towards middle of that. Where do they adjust to? Def probably the next person on the list to potentially get a little bit of contact here, but sitting super deep. We've still got Zek and Sat all the way towards CT.
Timing on this as well is just perfect for Xset. Look at the clock, 30 seconds. And it's fairly invested towards short. It's only going to be Angel disconnected from this towards main.
Oh, the paranoia is lovely though, sends them packing. Having to back away, but the fragment on the other side, and actually information aplenty. So much
Big paranoia as well.
This is perfect. BCJ really trying to control the pace here, keep that tempo in check. Second chomping in the bit, the chip damage is getting done, but again, with 10 seconds, the plant should be coming in. I don't think they can deny it. We'll be in a post-plant 5v5. A ridiculous retake and a better spam. BCJ, beautiful work so far, being such a nuisance.
Zipan in a position now, he has to deliver. Sugetsu tucked in behind the wall. Crossfire here for Xiao. The TP actually comes through from VC. He actually gets the information of it.
That's pretty big, but can they work back? Cryo's going to put his life on the line for it, tries to get ahead of this, but Zipan's still going to find BCJ, send him home. Zekken looking for a step forward, but the wall on the other side, Sugetsu is waiting. And now Def and Cryo, it's a formality unless he can do something formidable. Ain't going to happen. FPX, in all the chaos, find composure, and the scoreline's starting to get a little closer now.
Just a half second for Def. That hesitation for that fragment, it could have actually prevented any real pop to that. Burn another 2 to 3 seconds
Spike planted.
on that short take. Ardis getting absolutely ripped off the top of Jen. Again, this crossfire is so difficult to deal with. Said Zipan actually finds that first contact in heaven as well. Beautiful stuff. But again, you think back historically, that's not where you feel comfortable about FPX. These late round hits, not drawing out enough utility throughout the round. The other thing is Aaron now has a lockdown online. TP's all the way into market here. We'll draw out the lockdown off the rip. Very, very early investment here for Aaron. It could lead FPX to believe that he's almost solo here. If you hit the panic button that quickly. But the TP was just to deal with the alarm bot. I think Aaron's misread that as a burst through market.
Could be a misread. See if he gets punished.
We've got an anti-Ardis setup here though with the turret and the nano swarm.
Zipan could be the first one to step in. Right here. And there's Cryo up above. Catching out Angel, and Aaron's on the back of the side and seizes a bit of an issue. He's going to be down a little bit lower. Suppressed as well, so everything's just the gun in the hand and now finally overwhelmed. Site's been taken and FPX carving their way, and yeah, he's still up here. They're still stuck towards CT. They can't find a way back in, and now the pressure going to mount through market. It's Ardis by the stairs. Xiao on the swing from short if he needs it. Let's see the timing on this. There's that first contact round. It's actually over by main. Ardis now reveals his position, and they note so many towards CT, and they line up for them. FPX hitting that composure now.
No charges left.
Again, more worrying now that actually Xset almost resetting the economy. They used the Blade Storm in the previous, so don't have that to rely on here. FPX might have just put themselves back in the driving seat for this half.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right.
Like I said, actually, you look at the TP and you think, what is that from Angel? But the bait actually worked. The alarm bot triggered. Causes that panic situation for Aaron.
See how they approach this one. Certainly walking into a bit of a stronghold for them. Early progress towards middle, but intention behind this. And Def taking a boatload of damage as well.
Well, looks as if he wanted to challenge there. He does. Zipan removes his head.
Aaron's
The double kill!
The possession! No one checked close, and the Stinger just shreds him. Aaron's just trying to play his life for a second. Take a moment of silence, but he's been slowly crept up on. Does he read this? Does he even think about this? Sugetsu's here. At this time, this disconnected? The fight on the side's already been won. Sugetsu pulls the trigger, but Aaron's still standing. And now, not for long. Last one alive is Def and on 1 HP. This would be something for the books. The books are closed here. 6 now for FPX. A little bit of danger made of something, but again, the outcome's still the same for FPX.
Last round before the switch.
Absolutely, and like I said, keeping that economy in check. Will be a full purchase coming through for FPX. Operator back in the hands of Cryo. Ken Aaron goes huge here with the Stinger, completely blindsides Angel and Zipan. Again, maybe just a lack of knowledge with no real focus in the early round towards B main. There's the opportunity for Xset to switch things up a little bit in some of these eco rounds. FPX back towards A now. Odin spam not going to catch anything. But Angel's caught Cryo. That's a fantastic shot.
Where's this Angel come from? Large and in charge as Artist barrels through as well. 3 left on their feet, Zek, Def, and Aaron, and already things aren't looking too good here. Aaron trying to fill things up on towards short, and a freebie. Gets Angel, trade comes out. And again, numbers simply favoring FPX here. And Artist starting to come into his own. Zekken, 1v3, how's that looking? Zipan down 22. For the other two, nice little post-plant positioning.
Revealing area.
It doesn't even get a ping off the recon either. Opts to try and make use of the operator here. But again, Xiao shuts it down. 7-5 on the half. FPX give themselves need to lean on that heavily here. Actually, FPX need to adapt to that, have that in the back of their minds.
That's what we look at for FPX. The pedigree's there, we know that they've got the capabilities of this. Smoke towards short should at least keep Artist at bay. And a patient beginning from Xset. No massive intent noted.
Yeah, no progress, but has drawn a rotation at least. Artist from short to mid now. And Xset get curious towards B main as the last 2 members will join formation. And that one way goes up at a perfect time, going to buy up a little bit of space. But the Prowler finds nothing. No sound yet from Xset. They could burst off the back of this one way.
And I think you are spot on. Cryo straight in, catching Angel napping. Puts him to bed, and now it's just Xiao at the back of the site, tucked in towards Boathouse. Def has his number. And already we're down to 3, so we get 2 Artists and Zipan locked out of the site. 2 towards Market, 1 towards CT. And with 5 against you, this is brutal to try and work back in on.
Second suppressed, but not really going to paint a solid picture here, and will be rewarded for it. Finds the first, a headshot onto the second as well. Holding down the fort for Xset. And like I said, Artist caught that headshot down to 22 HP, Lauren.
Absolutely pumping out damage. Artist down to 22. The Sheriff. Can he do anything with this? Spots one, but they swing as a pack, and Xset do exactly as prescribed. They needed this pistol, I feel, to try and keep this game close. And they've done just that with 4 alive.
Beautiful stuff. The timing perfect. Angel desperate to try and get away from that. But just spotted here. You can see even the Nano Swarm lineup coming through. Again, nothing that Xiao can do about this. Just overwhelmed on sight.
That's a great right there.
Like I said, that knife coming through suppresses Zekken, but they still have to clear all these close out. It doesn't really paint a picture about his position at all. See now if FPX can do any damage here in the second. A couple of upgraded pistols here. A shorty in the hands of Ardis as well. Xset have to demonstrate caution here on the way in. Very deep hold, actually, from Xset.
I know, patient beginning, and I'm probably trying to maybe feel out a stack, any sort of aggression that could come out. Don't mind patience, as long as you're using that utility to clear through, be as diligent as possible.
Aldrone will find nothing. At least identifies a gap in mid. And a second smoke actually invested now from BCJ towards shore.
I don't mind the diligence, but there is that time limit, Mike, that I always get a bit nervous around now.
I mean, I get worried at 30.
Yeah.
When you're not at least encroaching on a site.
They're just getting towards middle. Now, fortunately for them, I guess, the stack is towards A.
But Shao does any damage from here. It's only a ghost. If he does any damage.
Timing. I don't think he noted it. Now they're going to hear this. Now, flash towards CT. They're going to try and use this for 25 seconds. If anyone gets caught on this cross, they might be done for. The smoke goes in, so they should be safe to cross, but a player towards the back of Boathouse. And they will be waiting for this one. BCJ with the heroics. Keeping it safe. And for Ardis, no conversion. All the potential threat in the world has been quelled. Spike now planted. Angel, that's not bad. Need a couple more of those, though.
BCJ will find his third.
Farming
Got to retrieve that weapon as well. I mean, almost the flawless, but that's how you want to get yourself back in a half. Weren't able to establish that momentum early on at the start. Again, FPX actually flipping round two, so a much better anti-eco here from Xset. Actually, with that previous investment from FPX, with those sheriffs, that shorty, the ghost, it's reflected in the purchase. Light shields, you know, flashes missing from Zipan.
Oof. And God, you've just reminded me, Zipan was so good with those flashes before as well, setting Ardis into motion. Let's see if we can activate some of this, because again, Ardis, not a terrible performance, but 9 to 11, not particularly, you know, setting the world on fire. Gonna fall away from middle as Xset go through the motions. Again, you can see the protocol list looking quite similar to an FPX style, very meticulous, cautious, crossing the T's and dotting the I's. I'm tired enough to be considering which phrase that was, which way around it is. But at this point,
Take flight.
getting tense now in the game. Xset, we haven't seen them in these pressure scenarios really, in comparison to FPX, who can thrive in these moments. Let's see what they're made of. Xset, straight up middle. Flash did catch a little, but no one playing close towards market that they've noted.
This is all just a pump though. This is draw utility. Look at the spike, still not committed just yet.
But the timing on this does make me nervous,
You
Mike.
do keep looking back. It's looking like an FPX attack ground.
Yep. I've been here before. Do we have the names right on the board? And I assure you they are, but that spike not being in hand at top mid at 35 seconds.
And nobody's close to it either.
No one is close to it. Is there a TP online? Is there anything? No, of course not.
30 seconds left.
What's the plan?
Got their sights set on B, but that wall's still up. Aaron's still sat behind it in B main.
18 seconds.
It's getting really awkward.
Yeah, this is not pretty. And we talk about pressure and can they keep up to it? 10 seconds now, they can't stop running. BCJ can't slow down for a second, the site isn't clear. 8 seconds out, you gotta face the music. This was a throwaway round.
Absolutely. The prime gaming flawless here for FPX to put themselves back ahead. Again, maybe Xset just misreading this a little bit, expecting FPX to get aggressive here, but restraint shown, and they're rewarded for it. Again, we're left in the same situation. No early momentum here for Xset. Purchase comes back through. It's Cryo to really struggle here, actually. Only going to be a Spectre coming into this, but was looking a little bit better than the previous purchase from FPX. But maybe that's the reason. No flashes. There's nothing really for FPX to build around and get aggressive on, take this space. But now we see the stark contrast. Zipan and Angel happy to show presence outside A. And Ardis actually tucked up.
Ooh. This angle is not clear, but it gets cleared. Cryo, heads up play, clears Ardis out of the corner. Upgrade found. player spotted. And I think with the flash there, they should know at least both of the players too. So big information, but look at this creep back in mid. Xiao trying to get aggressive on the defending side, and he's going to be rewarded for it. Aaron goes down, and they've equaled this one up 4 apiece now.
Xiao and Sugetsu are so good at countering this pressure towards A. The wall in B main, they can go exploring. They have that contingency plan. It's Jay now, though, but Angel just considered somebody tucked into that cubby.
That's
the
the
spike
spike.
noted.
I'm not... This is still really not sitting right with me. Zipan gets punished, though. Zekken creates the space. Now Def doesn't need to slow down. He can just run this. But I want them to get maybe a little deeper towards CT or keep towards tree somewhere. Because if that spike gets challenged on the cross, they are done for. Fortunately for them, it's not the case.
left.
Spike's on the side, and they should be able to get a safe plant here. And now that plays in Zekken again. Xset holding on to this game here. Xiao, the last one alive, and that nice little mid-aggression might be for nothing. 5 HP and the Horn to play with. Oh, it gives away both, but what can you do with it?
He's just going to post up on this. Hope for Def to give him one. The jumping, actually, the timing just comes away from him. But the headshot lands. And it's 8 apiece, you're right, Lauren. And FPX come back into this in a decent position because of that Prime Gaming flawless previously. Xiao now with the Nightfall available. Xset will be able to scrape together rifles, but come back to the same statement. There's barely anything separating these teams.
It's
A very
super
meticulous demonstration of Valorant here on Ascent.
Nice!
Is Psycho already looking like he's exhausted from this
lean
one?
back like,
Fully lounging.
Fully lounging. Yeah, this is going to be one of those that is a battle of attrition now more than anything. It's gone beyond that normal game. You know, on a fresh start, if this was map 1, it would probably look very different. As it stands, it's a marathon, it's a lower bracket run. These sort of moments take it out of you. And now the pace comes in towards short, and it's Angel to try and keep his life, try and fall away from this, but you can see he's being chased down here. Zekken gonna post it, but it's Cryo to find it. And now they look towards the site. Sugetsu, nasty position, but are they aware of it? No! Not enough! And he gets both! Aaron and BCJ go down, and suddenly they have no way forward here. Great trade for Cryo, and he's still standing. He wants to be fighting. Xiao's on the other side, and he's got the spike here, Mike. He's in danger. 36 HP. He's making a run for it. Artis is back here. Artis is back here. Oh, the timing! He turns around. He catches Zekken. And now there's problems. Keep in mind, Cryo had the spike and was trying to wrap back around towards this side, but who gets the timing right? Oh, Artis rocking a hard place. This game is ridiculous.
A crucial kill for Cryo, but Zipan digs Def out of wine. Xiao now, the readjustment, not going to be expected. He finds the kill. FPX on 9. What a crazy round that was. I love it as well, the decision-making from FPX. They actually get proactive towards Def. I said Cryo finds the crucial kill, but doesn't alter the outcome. Sugetsu, man. As I said, I think they do expect him. They're trying to spam this wall away, but then Sugetsu has the benefit of swinging through. No recoil reset there, and unfortunately Xset just lined up for him.
And that's broken the money. This should give 10 to FPX. I say should because we've seen weirder things.
Blade Storm, though.
Oh, you're right.
What can Cryo get done here? SMGs for Aaron and Def.
Did Artis pop this too? He did.
BCJ with an attacking shorty.
Huh.
I mean, I'm here to see it.
We're all here to learn. The wall invested. Cryo's just going. He's trying to make something out of nothing. There are 3 players here. The spike now drifting a little further back. Going to try and keep that in hand of BCJ. Does have his TP this time, so can be a little bit more mobile. No big opportunities apart from taking that risk on the wall there.
FPX happy to wait it out as well. Not cleared initially by Xiao, and will actually draw the rotation with the Owl drone showing presence on the other side of the map. Yeah, Sugetsu has to go big once again here for FPX. He's the only one holding on to big side right now. Gets ahead of it, deals with Cryo.
He's getting shredded, but he's still standing. Still doing so much. Precious seconds purchased, and he's still doing chip damage. Now the support system's in place, and Aaron should be dead!
What?
Maybe not! How is he still standing?
Lockdown!
The lockdown's come in! Another plant's going to come through as well. This is unthinkable. With this purchase, Tommy's noted the player towards CT. The lockdown ticking away. A couple more seconds being bought here. Angel needs to get out of there, and he does. Okay, back in we go. What do they have here? Bladestorm with Artist and Angel with the rifle. But they've got the upgrades. Aaron's back up to 74 with the rifle. Zekken got the rifle, and Def still going to have a Spectre. It's not the end of the world. They've fallen back towards side of the timing on the swing off the utility. Artist, great work though. Still keeping them in this. 2 on the side though, complementary positions. Adapt away so paranoid about main, but it's not where they're waiting. Aaron with incredible play, tying us back up at 9 apiece.
What an insane round from Xset. And the ones that ultimately alter the course of this timeline. Xset were back down, battered in terms of the finances. Sugetsu almost does the hard work, but then Aaron with this, the HP was down to like 5.
I thought he was dead.
It should have been. Absolutely should have been. And that's got to be a tilter for FPX. Stable footing here in the second half. Good aggression here though.
Yeah.
Back creeping closer and closer to that one way. And Angel noted behind it, but Xset, don't push through.
Oh, and this time the spike being left far closer to that B site, so no threat of that being potentially left behind or, you know, caught up or spotted out by Zipan. But he's taken so much room. This allows for these rotations. Now there is that obviously chance they could be up short, but with this sort of pressure towards Artis, they're going to commit towards this B site and trying to hold towards middle. Deep flash towards CT. But it's all a ruse.
So very cautious in approach. FPX have actually slipped into a 3-man hold on B site. Zipan posted deep in A lobby now. Very unorthodox. How the Xset even figure this out. The TP onto the site might give it away.
Oh, BCJ's got some good information. Smoke towards CT. Cryo going to try and wrap around on towards the stairs side. Slow goes in, 28 seconds. Xiao's found Zekken, and things are starting to look a little dicey. Things getting worrying at this point. They haven't got that springboard towards site, but they do have the back lines. Work being done by BCJ. And now the fight on the site commences. 15 seconds. It could also go wrong. Getting so precarious. They want the plant, but there's still 2 players at Bow House. Xiao has won, but he's gone. And now the last one standing is Zipan. Gonna know so much, but it doesn't matter. 3 of Xset make it out, and 10 rounds. Mike, this could be the round that pushes them forward.
What a strange round though.
Yep.
So weird. A massive reveal from Xiao. And that's where those sheriffs then pay dividends. The 3-man stack on site, they can punish onto switch, outside market, onto lane as well. But you're right, this could be the one to break FPX. Artist back on that operator. He has to be the difference maker here for FPX if they want to hold Xset at 10.
Placing alarm bot.
Getting nervous again. A couple of those rounds in that previous map starting to spring to mind where it got so close. FPX were able to best them in the end, but man, that came down to the wire. 10-9.
Cover going out.
Xset have the upper hand now.
There.
Taking their time. Information and utility exchange, but very little commitment yet.
Really testing FPX in terms of their patience here. FPX haven't snapped yet. They haven't really had an opportunity in the second half in terms of the economy to feel confident. Only really previously, Zipan on that Guardian, going exploring. Late wall comes up. It's under 60 seconds as well, so going to buy a lot of comfort here for this double main hold, the smoke to complement that as well. But Sugetsu's got to get himself out here. Has to help Angel. Not sure. Xset didn't like what they saw on the back of that.
30 seconds left.
But they haven't got any progress towards B. Nothing towards mid. It's 25 seconds, Lauren.
Where are they going? This seems bizarre to me, and the wall's still in place. They gotta go. 18 seconds, and Sugetsu is just probably grinning ear to ear. Does actually get overwhelmed. Maybe not smiling anymore. 10 seconds, but they gotta go. There's still Angel on the side. He's gonna be doing everything he can to just buy some precious time. And there's the fight coming in from Zipan. Controlled chaos from up on top. Does get bested, but now time can't plant. They've run the clock so low. What?
Oh, that's so frustrating to watch. It really is. And again, Xset's approach to this half has been cautious, but overcooking it here.
Yeah.
Giving FPX a lifeline.
Enemy kill.
Again, in this scenario, if you're that confident about leaving that late, Aaron has to achieve something elsewhere. There has to be confirmation of some sort. Because what they note off the knife, it's one person on site. They hear the wall on short. It's not pretty. This is where we start talking about, you know, Xset on the international stage, the pressure building for them here on ASCENT. FPX have been here before, even here on this stage.
Yep. You're absolutely right. I feel like we replay this map at a different time, a different place. You know, it could be a totally different outcome, but as it stands, these two truly being put through their paces. And Artis starting to build up all that confidence, taking the fight towards middle as they got the pinch through on short as well. Showing that pedigree, that caliber, and once again they're just greeted by this wall, and Xiao batters Cryo out of the air. Artis now coming alive, it's a shutdown, and it's a shutout as 11 looking extremely likely beside FPX's name with 5 of them alive. And Xset starting to hit that mental barrier, that mental wall that they just can't get past.
Yeah, and they're going to hit another barrier, which is the money. They come out of this licking their wounds, but BCJ has to hold on to this rifle. Has to hold on to his full shield as well. If he wants to be able to cycle a weapon across, Angel's here to pressure it though. If he can remove this, this could be huge. Could be the nail in the coffin for Xset. And he finds him. Aaron at 2,050, BCJ 22 and 50. Hunter's Fury available.
They're trying.
They're going to force through.
They are. It's not an atrocious purchase, but it's got gaps. But again, I feel like we are truly seeing the difference of experience here to an extent. That capability to dig that little bit deeper. I mean, there's a reason that FPX, you know, are deadly in these lower brackets, man. No one wants to play them. There's always that chance they just slip into this mode where it just becomes methodical. Now, again, a couple of ults to play with seconds, Defs. On the other side, Angel and Sugetsu. Again, one more integral than the other. And this man wants his name up in lights, and this is the worst time possible for Xset. If Artis starts to feel the game, get that tempo down.
This is the thing as well, Artis felt no pressure in the early round at all from Xset. No utility to force him off these angles. Now he will run rampant. The door closes on market. Xset left scrambling for a response. No cryo now. No opportunity to really blow either of these sites open. So the Aldrone find Artis on the other side of this. Def tucked into market. I mean, previously the Aldrone was used to fake, but this time FPX not biting. Zipan just slipping back into spawn. Def will be identified in mid here. It's back to 30 seconds, Lauren.
They're running on fumes. They're trying to just do anything they can.
Blind.
There's nothing, there's no information on this. There's not even a tag, and Artis is still standing, still waiting. 20 seconds now, they're running out of time. You've got to make your move, you've got to make it now. Def and Aaron trying to step towards the side, it's desperate, but BCJ up to the test at least for one, the trade for second, but Xiao on the back of the side with 10 seconds to go. Sprays and prays, and they're answering now. Xiao puts them in the 12. And Xset just had their heart broken in the final moments here. One more round, and they are done.
That's barely a full purchase. I mean, it's a force. Like I said, that previous round, 21, the nail in the coffin. And Xiao might have said he's had a quiet game, but delivering here for FPX. You put him in a corner, back against the wall, and he delivers here. It gives FPX series point. Do Xset actually step up the pace towards A site here. It's been Angel to lock this down with the one-way. Hasn't felt an awful lot of
Oh,
pressure.
come
Completely
on!
blind.
Come on! Divine intervention, call it what you want. They got something on their side. And now in real time, Xset are panicking. They're down def. They need these 4 players to do something for them now. Oh, the dash on the side, Cryo. Big work, finds Angel, it's not over yet. Now they've at least got themselves in the right place here. Spike on the side and BCJ, he's digging deep. Checks towards Hell, nothing noted. Plant comes in, Knight falls in, and Ardis is still standing there, no fear at all. BCJ tucked towards Hell. And this is just madness. Zekken finds Sugetsu, the trade, back and forth, but it's down to Xiao and Ardis. And Xiao, if he stands, there's a chance. BCJ and Cryo try to take cover, find some sort of rash spin, and they find Ardis. It's 11, it's not over yet.
What a crazy round from Xset. That's with Ardis finding one of the most ridiculous shots. In that internal clock. He's just dialed in right now. But what a crazy exchange here on A site. Xset have done so well to get this one across the line.
What a round.
One more, baby.
One more. You gotta do it again. Operator again for Ardis. And actually the Odin span on the back of the turret. Aaron gets away scot-free.
But Ardis is prowling. You said it before, he's heating up. I'm scared of this man. But Cryo ain't. He slipped
That's
through early.
trying his luck.
Hey, look, it hit once.
Shows presence with the operator early on. Flash in, actually, beautiful catch onto Sugetsu.
Great trade though, Angel right back. Cryo now gone from this round. We're down to 4 apiece. Angel noted towards CT, pretty sure Ardis, no subtlety either, so that Spike is heading right around towards A. They need some more early progress here though.
They must know, I'm curious actually if Xiao's utility has been noted. With Ardis being double pinged on the recon bolt there.
Ardis is still here though. And that will always strike fear into the hearts. They're on site. BCJ down below. Spots him, takes his life. And now a 3v3, and actually Zekken just got Ardis. Hold on, it ain't over yet. Trying to get the res move, trying to bait it out, call it what you want. Def is gonna just get him dead again. Okay, player numbers still in favor to Xset here. It's down to Angel and Xiao. You want to close it in regulation. This is the round. Xset have dug deeper than I expected.
Xiao and Angel do the unthinkable here. The turret actually gonna identify Angel, but it deals with it quickly. The smoke goes on main here. They're gonna burst off this.
Oh, but the chip damage coming in. Angel already down to 39. Aaron, the first one to take the fight, he loses. Xiao's found him. Oh, Angel's got second. And now it's only Jeff. And the defuse gonna come through. And this could be the catalyst of things to come. The Copenhagen's Masters